Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 14th through the 20th. We're going to check in here and see what's coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you happen to come across this video outside of the dates I just mentioned, then just know that you were led to the video when it was time for you to hear the messages that are in it. Not every single message is going to resonate. It is a general reading, so take what does and leave the rest. We're going to see what is coming up for the Pisces collective. We've had some powerful moon energy coming in here back to back. We had a lunar eclipse full moon. We had a solar eclipse new moon. We've had a lot of planetary shifts happening. So lots going on. We're going to see how these energies are impacting you guys and what themes might be coming up for you in the week moving forward. So the first card we have, is the Queen of Swords. All right, now, I know traditionally in tarot, Queen of Swords is going to be seen as a feminine air sign person. So that could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, and that can be the case for some of you. Some of you can have a, somebody that you're dealing with who's an air sign. If you have an air sign placement, that could be really coming to the surface. But those of you who are new to my channel, the weekly forecasts are about you. You specifically. I want to focus about you, okay? Because I do a separate love reading once a month, and that's linked in the description. In the weekly forecasts, I want to talk about you guys and focus on you and how these energies are aspects of yourself and energies that you're stepping into. I want to talk about you guys. So when Queen of Swords comes up, we're coming into an energy and we're coming into a time where we are very firm, very clear about what we want, when we want it, and how we want it, right? Queen of Swords does not play. She does not suffer fools. She doesn't have time for it. And Pisces, you guys have had an ongoing theme that's kind of been coming in and out the past few months where, you guys, I know I love Pisces. I have many Pisces friends and relatives and family. And Pisces is typically very peaceful, right? Like you guys aren't about rocking the boat if the boat doesn't need to be rocked. And you want to try to find the happy middle ground with everybody. But Pisces has been getting feisty. And I like it. I love it. I'm here for it. And the Queen of Swords is continuing that theme or continuing that message, right? Some of you are tired of constantly having to, stifle what you want for the sake of keeping the peace, or, going along with what other people say or what other people want. Some of you Pisces are waking up, even though this is not a love reading, but some of you Pisces are waking up and you're realizing that in your love life or in your relationships in general, you've really tried to find out what your partner likes and do that with them and do the things that they like to do. And you're like, wait a minute though, what about what I like to do, right? Like, how come it always has to be their interests? How come it always has to be, what they want? What about me? And so with this Queen of Swords, some of you are becoming a little bit more outspoken, but you're definitely mastering your boundaries, right? Like, some of you might have people in the coming week that are testing your boundaries. Like they heard what you said the first time or the second time, but they think that maybe you were in a bad mood or you were cranky or you were just going through something, and you'll calm down and you'll get over it and everything will go back to normal again, right? How it was. Queen of Swords is telling us that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like that commercial, no, not in my house. You guys are just in this energy of like you're holding people's feet to the fire, so to speak. You're holding them accountable in all areas of your life, right? Some of you are even negotiating how something is going to be divided or split. Okay, so maybe there could be something about family property, and some of you are standing up for yourselves and saying, wait a minute now, right? Or if there's like a divorce situation, wait a minute now, like, you know, within the law, you know, I'm entitled to at least this much. Like, you can't just, you know, try to, you know, oh, you know, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to speak up. But definitely a sense here in standing up for yourself. You guys are standing up for yourself, and you're not allowing people to slip back into their old behaviors. So it's becoming clear to people, Pisces, that, you know, if they want to be in your life, they got to start respecting your feelings and your boundaries. Some of you are being less social, and you're like laser beam focused on completing a goal, right? You might catch yourself, you know, turning your phone off for long periods of time, or putting it on silent so you can focus on studying, or, you know, working on a project, or working on getting a business going, or, you know, preparing for, you know, doing homework or something. You're very focused. You're not allowing people to come in and eat up your time anymore. Your next card here is the Ace of Swords, right? So look at this. Pisces, this is awesome, right? Now we have two swords cards coming in back to back here. The swords are the realm of thought. It's what's happening in your brain. It's what's happening in your mind. And so Pisces, you guys are known as being super duper connected with your emotions, being very passionate, being very compassionate, being very warm, being very loving, being very nurturing, being very kind, right? Having this, you know, kind heart, and, you know, being connected with your intuition, your emotions, feelings, all that good stuff. And you still are, but you're balancing it out, and you're coming into the energy of where you're saying, okay, I can't do everything with my heart all the time. I got to get into the headspace. I got to get into the thought process. I got to think about things. I got to do things logically. I have to make the decisions for myself that make sense, and not the decisions that I feel obligated, right? So Ace of Swords to me can sometimes, well, traditionally Ace of Swords can sometimes be like an agreement, or some kind of like proclamation, something being revealed to you, or like some news reaching you. But for me, in my readings over the years, I've noticed Ace of Swords comes up to say that you're going through a really significant unblocking in the crown chakra. Okay, the crown chakra, for those of you who don't know, is kind of like this floating chakra, like just above your head. And this is the energy center where you have information coming down from God, from heaven, from higher self. It's your thought process. Okay, and it's how we kind of interpret things, how we filter things. And sometimes when the crown chakra is blocked, we can be super negative about our outlook on things, or we can have a really hard time seeing solutions, or understanding the messages or the guidance that we're receiving. But Ace of Swords tells me that block is clearing. So you're coming into a time of ideas that are like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that sooner? Right? Solutions to long-term problems that you've been dealing with. You're beginning to realize that you're thinking more efficiently. Okay? Like you're working smarter, not harder. And you're coming up with efficient, quick, easy solutions. You're finding a way to do things to make it easier on yourself instead of so complicated. So if you're a Pisces, that's been one of your biggest complaints, where you're like, oh my God, why is my life so complicated? Why does everything have to be so complicated? You're manifesting that change where you're coming into simplicity, right? Big solutions don't have to be difficult. They don't have to be hard, and they don't have to be super duper time consuming either. And so a lot of you are getting unblocked, and you're beginning to see that. One thing I want to say about the crown chakra getting unblocked, one thing I have noticed, okay, is that a lot of the times when the crown chakra unblocks or opens up a little bit more, for some reason the third eye starts to become more active as well. Okay, I've had it happen with me. And so I've also, kind of followed up with people that I've done energy healing and stuff on. and it's happened to them as well. So in my experience, from what I've seen, a lot of the times when your crown chakra is unblocking, your third eye begins to become more active or open up as well. So you guys are already intuitive by nature, Pisces, right? You guys are already intuitive by nature, but you might be seeing that third eye becoming more active or ramping up. For me, I don't like to see. I'll communicate with spirit, but I don't like to see spirit. And sometimes when the third eye ramps up, I start to see, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not in agreement with that. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. Right? You can put down those boundaries. Keep in mind, you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You can put down the boundaries. You can say, you know what? That sign or that form of communication makes me a little bit uncomfortable, right? You can set down those boundaries. So those of you that do have some third eye action going on, know and understand that you can set boundaries with that as well. Your next card here is the Wheel. Oh, I love it. How beautiful. Oh, Pisces. I'm giving you all a great big virtual hug right now because I know this is much needed. I know this is much needed for a lot of you. Okay, so the Wheel is a card about getting unstuck and getting moving. Things happening, action, right? Things coming into the flow, coming into the move, coming into things changing, right? No more being stuck, right? A lot of the times the Wheel comes up when we've been stuck for a long time and you're getting unstuck and things are moving. Keep in mind the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards come up when we're coming into a big shift or coming into a new chapter in our life. We're at a significant crossroads. And these are times that our angels are with us, right? To help us through the transitions. You can pray, you can ask for help, you can ask for the angels to help you. They're around. And they're helping you through this transition. Those of you who are coming into some kind of self-employment, either you're doing independent contract work or you're wanting to become self-employed, you're trying to get a business going, or if you're doing some kind of work that's commission or sales based where you don't have a set salary, right? You can't say for sure, that this is exactly what you're going to make every month or every year because how many hours times hourly wage. You don't have that. You don't get paid in that way. This can be very scary. Some of you are wanting to make a shift into working for yourself or doing independent contract kind of work or some kind of business. And the message with the Wheel of Fortune is everything happens in cycles. Some of you maybe have been doing a business while working a full-time job and it's getting really exhausting, right? And you don't want to leave the full-time job until you have like constant work in the self-employment, right? Where like you don't have any free time. It's just completely filled up. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job and just only do your full-time work. Your business. I'm not telling you to do that. I don't know your specific circumstances. I don't know what your financial situation is. I'm not telling you to quit your full-time job. But one thing you need to know about working for yourself, everything is going to happen in cycles. There's going to be busy times when you have a ton of business and you can hardly keep up. Then there's going to be times where it's just crickets and tumbleweeds and nothing happening, right? If you are wise with the money that's coming in during the busy time, then during the slow time, you're like, oh gosh, I can catch a break. Finally, I don't have appointments. I don't have clients. I don't have customers. I can rest for a little bit. You know what? Let me block off the calendar since there's nothing coming in right now, and let me go away for the weekend. Or let me plan a trip. You'll have the money to be able to do that. If you are wise with what's coming in during the busy time, the slow time is not gonna be scary for you. Plus, you can't be busy, 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 busy all the time. You'll burn out. You need the slow times. So the wheel is a reminder of that, that everything comes and goes, and welcome the pause, welcome the rest, because you need it. And if you're wise with the finances as it's coming in, you're not going to be panicking about money, right? You're going to catch your breath and enjoy the calm before it gets busy again, because you need that. Remind yourself of that. Your next card here is the Chariot, another major arcana card. Powerful back-to-back energy here, right? And now traditionally Cancer can represent, Chariot can represent a Cancer sign person, and some of you might be dealing with a Cancer. Or if you have a placement in Cancer, that area of your life may be getting unstuck and really moving very quickly here. But overall, regardless of placements, regardless of the zodiac, the Chariot is a card of movement, okay? Movement. And it's a card about decisiveness, right? A lot of times we're like, okay, angels, okay, guides, show me what you want me to do, open the door. And they're like, okay, which door? Which door do you want us to open? Which door do you want us to open? The angels have to respect our free will, right? Not everything is going to be dictated to us. And they're here to help us, but we need to decide first. We need to make the decision which direction we want to go in. And then we can say, okay, this is the direction I want to go in. Please help me. And they're like, okay, we're on it. And they start helping you. The Chariot can be a card of decisiveness, making a decision, right? And being able to master that and being confident in your decision. Look at this. You already have this thought process and moving forward. Once you make up your mind and you commit to it, things are going to be happening very quickly for you. Okay. I also feel some of you with the Chariot. Chariot can sometimes be a card that comes up in my readings when somebody is manifesting a relocation, where they're actually going to be able to kind of get a fresh start elsewhere, So like maybe you just kind of want to get a fresh start. You want to kind of reinvent yourself, go to a new town. Some of you are manifesting that kind of energy here with the Chariot as well. Overall, it's fast moving energy. It's making a decision, and it's independence. There's no co-pilot on the Chariot. And Pisces, some of you have had to be the co-pilot for a long time, and you're sick of being the co-pilot. You're tired of it, right? You want to drive. And not only do you want to drive without anybody bugging you. You want to drive without any interactions. Some of you are hungry for that, independence, to do things on your own. And you're manifesting that. And you're manifesting your you're embracing your feisty side, right? You're realizing, hey, I can still be a really cool, down-to-earth person. I can still be super friendly and super nice, and super, enjoyable to be around. And I can still be really, flexible and, kind of, adapt to people's interests. But I can also be my own person, right? And I can be feisty. And if somebody's out of line, I can speak up and I can let them know that they're being out of line, right? I don't have to be one or the other. I can have both parts to myself. And that's the energy that I feel you guys coming into. Pisces, you may want to check out your moon and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Some of you might maybe want to check out the love readings for June. The July ones will be up soon. Now that I'm caught up with private readings, I can get those out a little early. If you would like a private reading, you can go to calendly.com/amethystangelite and schedule a private reading with me there. I will also have that listed in the description. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week ahead. And thank you. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.